Hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Boy, I sure hope that got in there. Anyway, we are back on Euro Trucks. Why? Because I've been vibing. This is not my single player account. Brain. Um this is my single player account. I chose that because it's a meme. Anyway, let's go with this one. Oof. Didn't know the audio changed with it. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. Anyway. Oh yeah, we bought a truck, didn't we? So, I did this in VR, but it was kind of choppy. But I plan to do it in VR at some point again. I need to set it all up. Everything's kind of upside down. Other than that, I want to get a steering wheel rig. That seems pretty awesome. So anyway, that's something that I plan to do in the future. But for now, we're back on the truck sim, and it looks like we have forklifts to do. So let's go to it. Wait. Yeah, I'm already basically here. Let's go. I also want to look into sorting out mods and stuff like that. Don't want to just full on send it. I ain't seen no. Oh man, my head just getting home has just started killing me. Ooh. Ooh. Just a heads up as well. I'm going on holiday soon. So that's something that's exciting. Terrifying actually. I'm so terrified of flying. But yeah, we're doing a holiday soon. Maybe I should do a little. Oh, I don't know. If my phone has enough film, I don't even film myself going anywhere. So no, never mind. I was thinking of doing a vlog, literally just now. Never mind. Screw that idea. I ain't vlogging. I don't want you guys knowing where I've been. Yeah, that's right. Because I've been at your house. And your mother and I are disappointed in you. Oh, Blue's joined us today. I will hurt myself if the stream's not working. I should always check. And remember, guys, if you're gonna text and drive, at least just commit to it. You know? See, I'm not even on the right app that I'm looking. Oh no, I was on the right app. I wasn't. Oh my god. There I am. Oh, you can't even see my phone. I tried to lift it up so it was right in my face to me. All right. Anyway, after my trucking job, I like to play a game with trucks. So this is the first time that we're driving on stream with our own truck. That's on the other side. Damn it. I'll watch this stuff. I'm so skilled. I'm looking, I forgot what it's called now. Because I've only already started looking into like the steering wheel rig. That's such a tongue twister for me. Great, love that. Dyslexia at its finest. It's not even. Is it even dyslexia? Or is it just being dumb? Oh well. I should. It's something. It's something. I ain't got no brain. My brain isn't working. Send it. Oh. How close was I? It's pretty close, but. Alright, don't send it. There's a lot to this game. Like, a lot to this game. That I didn't realize. And honestly, I should have realized because this game came out like, what, 2013 or something? With a huge community to it. So of course, there's going to be a lot to it. Yeah, I've been vibing to it. I played a little bit in VR. That was pretty fun. I actually really liked it. Um, so my next goal is to set up like a steering wheel rig and do it in VR. But the other thing about that is what do you call it? Uh oh no, something ain't right. Some cracked up weirdos. We're just talking about your car. Oh, God damn it. Where's my keys? Where's my keys? My brother's not home, so I can't even get him to drive my car. Bugger. Alright. Oh, it might be pretty. God damn. That is twice now. Some crackhead started talking about my car. I ain't scared to say that. I live in an area that isn't too bad. Not the best area of my area, but you know, a pretty good area. Let's see if I could get Thingy Bobo to message me on what they said. What? That's twice though. One time my brother was working on I can't remember what he was doing. He was doing something on a car, and this dude that seemed a bit off his head was asking him about the Hyundai and asking if it was for sale, and he was like, no. And then he was like, is the van for sale? And I was like, no. And then he walks off. He comes back with his mates, and then he's like, yo, is that van for, is the Hyundai for sale? So, yeah. And then apparently, my brother's partner just heard, she said, well, I'm going to see what she says, but apparently they were talking about my car that I parked just on this little patchy bit. So I brought it back onto the drive now. God. I'm going to add some kill switches in my car. They are... I swear. This area is just starting to run further and further downhill. Now, I say it's not the worst area to live in. I mean, 100% it's not, but you know, there is like a little small city nearby which is full of absolute runts. But it is bad. That's how privileged I am. No, England's just falling apart, absolutely. But like, there's been things, some dodgy ass things around the corner. Can't do much about it, but yeah, I'm a genuinely start looking into like kill switches and hiding them in my car. I got trackers in my car because I'm so paranoid as well. But a good thing I put one of my cars has a terrible thing with it. So yeah. The other one just screeches so loud. So they both are terrible things, I guess. But still, they're not even. I mean, I was gonna make a joke saying, "Oh, the radio is probably more expensive than the car." No, the car's still pricier than the radio. But yeah, if they try to steal the radio, they'll smash my entire dashboard up. So that's great. Love that. I got a 360 radio, pretty cool. Need the 360 camera and good luck ripping that stuff out. Jesus. Well, I swear, man. This place is running downhill. Yeah, I get worried leaving some of my stuff on the side. But the driver's just... I got this other car. It doesn't work. It was given to me for free. It didn't work. I managed to get it to spin and actually power on for like a split second, but I switched it off because everything's so old and this, that, the other. And I think more or less people scared me more than it should have affected me. And my ignorance mixed in with watching videos of people trying to doing it and being on such a cheap budget because I don't want to spend so much money on this car, this, that, the other. I ended up breaking the engine. Honestly, when I look at it, the timing belt job isn't too bad. I won't do it on my main car because that's my main car that I need to get to work with, but on my second car, I'll happily do it on that one. But also my main car's got a horrible layout for timing. But yeah, this other car, I've never, I mean, I've done little micro mechanics, but never like major mechanics at the time. Because I'm more cosmetic type of energy. I like doing paint work and wires and all the cool stuff and not the mechanics. Not saying mechanics isn't cool, but it's way too... It's done, like, yes, painting cars can be dirty, but at the same time, it's like you're doing it for a very clean result. Whereas mechanics is just dirty, and I don't know how they do it. Like, honestly, I think a lot of like trade stuff is just so underpaid. It just is what it is. I think I'm alright for my wage for what my skill level is and whatnot. But there's some mechanics that they do some mad stuff, and yet, like, you know, general mechanics, they just get paid rubbish sometimes. I don't know. Because I swear the 50 an hour does not go into their pocket. It goes into the business. Pretty sure they earn like £15 an hour. Well, if you're a self-employed mechanic, you're banking it. But if you're not a self-employed mechanic, you're not banking it. You're really not. You are earning less than what you should be. 100%. And if you're working for like main dealer garages, like, you know, Volkswagen and Audi, and I mean, I'm just talking about the Volkswagen group there, but you know, those type of things, you're robbing people 100%. Like, I ain't gonna lie, those are straight up facts. Especially, you know, wiper blades. I got told by someone that they got the people at Skoda they didn't pay for it, but they got quoted. That's it. Quoted £80 to do their wiper blades for the 2 front wiper blades, and I'm like, what the hell? You know, 2 basic front ones are like what, 20 quid. If you need someone to do it, it's cheaper, like some stuff. Oh. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, it's a good idea that I kind of put it away because I think someone thought your car was someone else's. Like, they said they knew. I just heard them say, is that his insignia? God damn it. I gotta do things to make my cars unique, so it's my insignia. We're going back to this. I screwed it so bad. I don't want to deal with that. I'm so stressed now, I'm uneased. Is that job still there? Quick jobs. Oh no, not quick jobs, I want freight jobs. Freight market. Anyway, what was I talking about? How amazing I am. Oh, I want that one, don't I? 20. Ooh. No, that's much better. That's price per distance. So, yeah, now I gotta be careful. Back to this again, guys. Well, welcome to the stream, guys. It's your boy, Kaz. That's how lorry drivers like to drive. I know that. I work in the HGV. Oh, man. Last thing I want is someone to assume my car is someone else's car and have them damage my car. I'm so paranoid about my cars, man. What did I talk about? Talked about my Golf. That's broken. So that's got to be put into the scrap, but I'm just stripping some bits out. It's so moldy. I literally tried to pop off a panel. Luckily, I had a mask on, but tried to pop off a panel, and a dust of mold came up in the air. I was like, ugh, disgusting. And then my brother's car's broken down. I say broken down. It basically his belt worn out so badly. This is why you got to check on your belts and stuff. You know, I did tell him ages back. Hey, heads up, dude. Your belt looks like it's about to go. You might want to look into doing that. But he assumed, it was hella expensive. This then resulted in, man, it feels like I'm getting deja vu. So he left it, and unfortunately, with him leaving it, it started to frail off, melted into the plastic, and this is the auxiliary belt. also known as the drive belt or whatever, or no, serpentine belt. Yeah. Alternator belt. All the different names. Anyway, that belt split off and melted into some plastic that's around. This is also another stupid thing. His car could have survived if it wasn't for the fact they did plastic. Right? So that's a thing that Nissan, so Qashqai specifically, 2014. Yeah, it broke. Why is a very vital component near plastic? That's so dumb. Anyway, so it broke off, melted through the plastic, went into the crankshaft, and popped the belt off the crankshaft. Don't get me wrong, there were other things that symbolized that it was one. I think what happened, his alternator was stiff too, so ultimately that was a gunner, and I think that's what caused it to burn. But yeah, it went, and but the horns on these are so weak. It went and tangled in with his crank and destroyed itself. It conked out. So he unfortunately was down a vehicle for a while. Now he's got a little van, which needs repairs, and then my uncle let him use his van temporarily until he gets his van up. So, yeah. God, he's dealing with. He's in a very sucky scenario. Man, that's just how life is. Whenever you're on a down, life just wants to hit you so hard, and you're so screwed. But is what it is sometimes. But he's championing on through, I guess, making the most of what you can. So, you know, if you ever want to support him, he does do much stuff. You could always leave a comment in the thingy mob and say, "Hey Kaz, I want some merchandise." And then DM me on Instagram, and then I'll get you how much. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah. And he wants to get into embroidery, but it's pricey. That is what it is sometimes. Alright. We're going to cruise at 50 because I know 50 miles per hour is going to come up sooner or later. Excuse me. Don't worry about me, guys. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Does it seem like I'm schizophrenic when I talk to myself? Does it seem like I'm schizo? Move over. Good boy. I might look a bit dirty, by the way. I had to strip an entire wiring system. This has taken me a few days because I was labeling it as well, like a good boy. Yeah, I had to strip an entire harness out of a Volvo to put into which is going into another Volvo. Alright, so I want the 460 because they're the ones that we have at work. What am I doing? But yeah, I forgot what you call it now. My brain's just fired. Oh yeah, that's it. Because what happened was a bag decided to get caught up into the drive shaft and obliterate everything. That's pretty funny. It's not. It sucks ass because I mean, at least it gives me work in it. Am I right, guys? Damn. That's just unfortunate. This is why you got to be careful with your litter. Why you should tidy your litter and take care of all your stuff and not have it fly out because, you know, it will just. I mean, it could have caused so much damage with what it was. Because all the wires, all the piping got hooked up. Pretty sure it's a gas truck, so that's petrol going everywhere. AdBlue for the diesel bit inside them, because it uses, you know, like night heaters for diesels and whatnot. That going everywhere. All sorts of chemicals. Some flammable chemicals everywhere. And it just, oof. Imagine that just going. Pretty sure it's petrol as well as diesel. I don't know. I'm pretty certain. Pretty certain. New trucks too. All it takes is a bag just to obliterate it. Imagine that, right? You're starting to do your own business in lorries. And then you get caught in a bag and that's it. Basically bankrupt right at the start because some bag got caught in it. So yeah. Your litter could literally kill people. I think that's what they really need to push out. Instead of this basic, if you litter, you're going to get fined. Just do an advert where someone just threw some sort of litter out, not thinking much of it. A lorry goes into that litter. That litter obliterates the lorry. Because it clearly can. Trust me. Those wires are gone. Everything from the front all the way to the back is destroyed. All the pipes from the front to the back destroyed. I'm surprised they haven't decided to just write the entire thing off. You know, that's wires that were still powering a bunch of stuff with gas everywhere. A little spark sent that gas in a light. That's how you do a bloody advert. Maybe I should suggest that to these health and safety people, right? The lorry goes on fire, smashes into traffic, maybe a little traffic that's down the road, causes mayhem. I mean, maybe that's the whole unrealistic approach, I guess, but just something as simple as your litter could kill, right? As simple as that, with your bag getting caught up in a bloody lorry's transmission, ripping it to pieces, and setting that lorry on fire. Nah. That's how you terrify people. I think when it comes to adverts for like health and safety, fear is like a very powerful tool. And it's got to be off guard too. Like, you know the one, like, it's just... You know the video where the guy's just driving really fast? I think it was a speeding advert. I don't think it was a drinking one. And he smashes over the wall and, you know, that one in Ireland. Pretty sure it's an Irish one. Yeah, you got that one. In the UK, I'm pretty sure I saw this on the TV once as well. And then I didn't see it, and then I saw it on YouTube. It's the one where, I think that one might be a drinking advert. Goes into, there's like this girl and boy that's like, kind of dating or something like that. She's sitting on a wall, and he's just chilling, and then the car smashes right into them. The guy's dead, but he's like bleeding out onto the girl. The girl's got no legs no more. Like that is how you do an advert. You know what I mean? Like, screw the soft ass stuff of we can't upset the people. Like, nah, you need to fear. This type of stuff, you need to cause fear. You need to make people go, oh, yeah, no, that is messed up. Because it does work. As disturbing and as unfortunate as it is, fear does do it. Like, and some of the common ones that you get, with real incidences where lorry drivers, this is so common. Lorry drivers love going on their phone. Oh my God, they just love going on their phone. They can't help but go on their phone. They put on cruise control like this, and then they're just like, they adore going on their phone, man. Because the amount of times I'm driving on the road and I just look at them, you can just see them messaging. Same for a lot of van drivers. The amount, just everyone goes on their phone while driving. Jesus Christ, like, it is so bad. I swear, maybe I should just become an undercover Fed at this stage. Like, nah, screw that, I ain't no snitch. But it's so bad. And you could tell that they're on their phone too, because people don't do it sneakily. They're either wobbling all over the road, which is the bare bone basic sign, or you just see them with their head down and that one of their arms not on the steering wheel. I mean, maybe they could be doing other businesses, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna judge, but yeah, you can just tell they're on their phone. But lorry drivers, that's do they teach that? Like, if you're learning to drive a lorry, do they show the clip of the lorry driver that went on his phone? That's a real thing that happened. A lorry driver was on his phone and wasn't paying attention. There were some cars that were parked up, and he just goes right into the back of them. That's it. It is just insane. It's not fun. And that kind of reminds me of the amount of stupid stuff that I think CarPlay's a little bit rubbish. Say a little bit. It is quite rubbish actually, especially with this new update. So I'm thinking to myself back when I didn't get this new update, and I was like, man, it'll be sick to have like, what did I just do? That. Yeah. It'd be sick to have Govee so that I could activate, deal with my lights, because I got some interior lights. My voice went then. I got some interior lights, and they can be blinding for some people. I'm fine driving with it because, I'm a boss that just stares at a giant white screen. But to some people, it's not for them. So allowing them to access the light app on my bloody cut radio, I'll be sick. They could do what they need to do. Turn it down, turn it off, change the color, whatever, right? But nah. Instead, with the new update, we have ChatGPT, man, because, yeah, I want to use AI while I'm driving on the road. I've got to look into it more. But why? Why would you need AI while driving on the road? Like, at that stage, you just allow you to search. Just add Google to it, man. Why not? Why not? You could use AI. Use Google. While you're at it, just start adding YouTube. I don't have an issue with YouTube. If you're an idiot that watches YouTube videos while you're driving, then yeah, you're an idiot, and I can see why you should be punished. If you're using YouTube for music or podcasts, then that's better than having it on your bloody phone playing through, because people will do that. I've been listening to a lot of Count Dankula's Mad Lads, because I've been enjoying those type of series. I'd sometimes stick it on, throw it in the passenger seat, so it's just out of sight, out of mind type of thing, and just listen to the audio. And then you get hit with an advert, and if I needed to pause it or anything, I can't do that because I don't have the function to pause it. So it's like, all right, even though I'm just kind of chilling listening to a podcast, Yeah. So I think if YouTube allowed it where maybe you don't get visuals or something like that, I don't know. That'd be a good idea. So that you can actually use it as a functioning thing. Because all it's just going to do is introduce people to just using their phones on the purpose of it, right? The hands-free. This game just causes me to rant. Because it's just me on my own, that's why. But you got a hands-free system. Yet things aren't letting you do hands-free, like Spotify. You want to listen to music and whatnot. And if you go into a no Wi-Fi zone, you can't search for your songs. You can't just go into your playlist that you have saved that works in offline when your phone's offline. So you just end up going on your phone. Like, you know, it just causes people to go on their phone. If Spotify worked on it, they could do it better. I just kind of put up with the songs until the thing refreshes and fixes up. Which is annoying. So half the time I just keep skipping the song until I find something that I'm like, alright, I could tolerate. Because I do have some rubbish songs on my phone as well as some good ones. Rubbish as in like, they're either mood songs or it's just because like I'm a huge fan of Hollywood and Dead. I got all but one song. I hate one of their songs. I got all of their songs. Half of them I'm not even into. Not my type of music. But I like to support the band, but that one song. I think it's Medicine. Yeah. I don't find that song at all interesting. I just can't bear it. Like, if it plays when I do like smart shuffle, it's an instant skip. I don't know why I don't like that song. It just really... I got a song, like, bearing in mind, I got Wild in the Streets on my phone. I got the other rubbish songs that they have on my phone. And, you know, some of them literally skip. I skip. I mean, I could kind of vibe to Scaven. I don't know. You know, the one that's got, like, full stops in it. I never looked at the name properly to actually... I never read the name properly. But, I kind of vibe to this intro, but that's about it. But yeah, Medicine though, I can't do it. I just find it, I don't know why, it just sets something off in me. Like pure rage. No, I'm only kidding. But yeah, I don't know what it is. That's just not a song for me. Maybe because it's just, to me, it's like, I mean, most of the stuff is pretty much just gibberish. But maybe it's just because, like, it genuinely just sounds like gibberish to me. And I can't just switch off my mind to it. I don't know. I like the band, but god damn, that song. Nah. You know what's funny, right? That's it, Trap God. That's a terrible song as well. Like, they made some trappish type song, and then like, I'm a trap god. Making like one of the dog asses songs ever. I can't. I got that on my phone, but I skip it instantly because I just can't. But there are some stuff that they do. I love Another Way Out. It's probably my favorite song from Hollywood and the Dead. Everyone would say Bullet, and it's only because I perform Bullet. And it's such an easy song to play on guitar. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's your favorite song, Bullet." And it's because like, it's a fun song to play, and it's so easy, and everyone knows it. Well, people know a lot of it. Otherwise than that, it's everywhere I go, and I don't think that's appropriate for some environments. I mean, so isn't Bullet, but It's more appropriate than, you know, the latter. But yeah. Although Everywhere I Go is a straight banger. That's a top tier song. But yeah, but Bullet isn't my favorite song, and it's annoying that people go that Hollywood. Another Way Out is my favorite Hollywood Undead song. As of yet, that's like top tier level. I guess so. Yeah. Ooh. What other good songs are there? Oh, I've been listening to a lot of Skin lately. That's pretty sick. I enjoy some of her music. Like at first I was a little bit weirded like on it, but then after I realized it, like I kind of just I listened to 2 songs originally. Tried to listen to others, but I wasn't vibing it. Now I think she's released some since. But I came across was it Chekovic? Andre. I don't know. Have a look. You know what to use before I start doing stuff on my phone. Just save. Euro. Oh, okay. Stream. I'll do 4. Yeah. 6, 7. Oh my god. What is it? Excuse me. Andre Chikatilo. So I had that song being recommended, and then I listened to Violets and Blue. I was like, yo, these are vibes. And now I messaged someone saying, oh, yo, have you checked out this person's song? And then they're like, oh, yeah, I know that person. Have you heard, Taylor Hartley or something like that? And I was like, what? And then I checked it out, and I was like, a little bit weirded out, but then it kind of grew on me. And I just started listening to more of her music. Or Skin, because it is a group. More of Skin's music, more of their music. And my golly gosh, we are in Europe. I'm supposed to be this side. Yeah, I was like, damn, they're kind of vibing. That was so not straight. Yeah, that was vibe. I was like, yo, there's some sick ass tunes. Then I got Taramara Sansanova. Added that one in because I was just like, yo, I'm vibing to that. And I just started adding pretty much all her music. I think the only one that I don't have so far is the Columbine one, because like the Ratatata I'm not a fan of. I like songs with you turn a blind eye. I like songs with a little bit more to them, and I feel like that is just a bit I don't know. It might sound really good live, but yeah, it's just not my vibe. But yeah, the music sounds cool, yo. I don't know what would be my favorite from her music, because I like all of them. But yeah, I started to like listen to it. I put her on shuffled, listen to a few of the songs. I was like, okay, all right, I'm getting into it. Oh, I recognize that one. Pretty sure I recognize that case. I could hear it. I'm pretty sure I remember those things. Then I looked into it. I was like, yep, that's it. Yep, I know about that suicide cult. Oh, what's that? Oh, Yep, I know about that weird mysterious stuff that happened. Um oh, yep, and I know about that one. So yeah, it's kind of interesting just re-listening to those and being like, oh my god, I recognize these, and then it kind of got me to look further into those things, and that's kind of what's kick-started me back into like watching the Mad Lads stuff because of the consensual cannibal. That one's got a sick. I'm not a fan of the verses. Like, I'm not a fan, but I'm a fan of the verses. I like the choruses though, because the one how it hits hard. Let him be fat or lean. Let him be fat or lean. Tomorrow I will cook him. Tomorrow I will. Even though that's supposed to be the second part of the chorus. And I drink my coffee. I did drink my coffee. But yeah, I've been like huge fan of that. Another artist I came across is Not Tricks or No Tricks or Not Tricks. I don't know. Some Russian singer claims to have like personality disorder, dissociative personality disorder. I think DPD, DPO, DPD. I don't know. I'm like, but then again, I don't really know. I have no idea how personality disorders like that works. Apparently, it just kind of switches, but it's like, are you fully aware? Is it just like a mood swap? Like, I mean, I guess if it was a mood swap, it'd be more bipolar, wouldn't it? Do you just go in a daze? Or is it just how you genuinely like switch over to talk to people for said thing? I don't know. It seems confusing, and I don't have that big of a brain. I'm too smooth brain for that lingo. I might look into all that type of stuff. Kind of interested in some mental health related things, like the fascination of it. You know, like why a brain does what. Yo, damn, that car's just speeding through, mate. I saw that, buddy. But there was a song that I got from Hysteria. That kind of hits hard. Resting place nearby. I don't need to rest. But yeah, been vibing to a few musics, few new tunes again as per usual. I might have mentioned about Skin Dirt in another stream, but yeah, if you like true crime, I at first was just saying like, oh, it's serial killer music, but after I realized, oh wait, it does like other things as well. If you like true crime, and kind of want to get like hearing the story can get you visualized depending on who you're hearing it from and this, that, the other. The music though, it kind of sets you in there. I feel like it's such a good vibe to them. Gent. Jojo. This one. Yeah. I like music. Alright. I actually have a little side channel that did music stuff, but I don't know. I got some music projects I want to work on. But who knows? Hmm. yeah, music projects I want to work on. But we'll see what goes on, what I might do. I still want to do my stupid ass, cringy ass videos of me reading stuff because, to be fair, it's a good way to break down a song, learn the lyrics. If you learn the lyrics in such a boring way, I think it kind of helps with lyric writing, understanding how to use it and whatnot. So I think that's kind of useful a useful skill to have. Oh man. Thought I heard my dog barking. Whoa. I guess they're okay to go. Flashing amber. Unless it went red now and I'm gonna hit fine. Oh no, I guess we're good. Yes, I know my full beams are on. Screw people. I'm not like that in real life. Yeah. I want to get so back into music, man. I love it. I love the music. I miss performing on stage as well. Like, that was something I was so into. I was terrified as well. Like, my God. If you if you met me before I went onto stage, I'd be shaking, constantly, like, tired. I'd get, like, a huge energy dump. I'd also yawn a lot. And always on the first song, as of what I remember, I'd always butcher it so bad. Which sucked ass when it was a song that involved playing the bass rhythmically, and I was terrible at that. It's so bad. I'd look at it and I would just cringe at the clips that I heard. Just make me laugh. Something apparently will make me laugh. Damn. Gave myself a massive headache because I really kicked out. I was like, what's my dog barking at? Because it was really barking. There's a difference between him barking at people like a schizo dog, and then there's like him barking that someone is literally there. Anywho, yeah, music. I want to get back into music. I loved it. I've got to repair my guitars too. I got my bass that I kind of repaired, but it's not good. It needs properly fixing. I think I need to desolder everything because I tried to solder it all. I need a proper solder because the solder I used, terrible, rubbish, absolute dog. Maybe I'll just I might buy those like little heat shrink with heated gun type style heat shrink. So you don't have to solder it and whatnot. I might do that just because I'm lazy. Oh, I should have done a wider turn. Oh my God, I was not expecting that to actually stop my vehicle. That is crazy. Alright, this might be a challenge then. Mirrors are looking good. Or I just have to resolder everything. My black guitar, I wanna, it's gotta get a repaint. Because I had a mate that broke one of the, I might have told the story before. I had a mate that broke one of the little volume stick things. I think it was actually the volume itself. Because every time I brought it into the class, because I did music in college. It's one of my colleges. I did IT as well, by the way, guys. I'm not just an idiot. I'm a special idiot. yeah, I brought one of my guitars in class and just kind of sat it there. And I know for a fact he played all my instruments that I put there because I could see him eyeing it up. And one day, I go to play my guitar. Not play. Oh, I do. I gotta pick up my guitar. Um, and I got an idea. I got a big brain idea. Yeah, I gotta play my guitar, and I take it out of the bag, and the volume knob is ruined. It's like properly loose that I couldn't even turn it up or down. It was just broken off. So I was like, great. So then I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to glue it back together. If you already couldn't tell, that was not a very bright idea, might I say. And the glue leaked and went everywhere. Yeah, I'm not being an idiot. Cool. The glue leaked and went everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I can't see from that side, so I'm just gonna do it in this way. And that glue, I panicked, grabbed tissue. Bearing in mind, again, I'm an idiot, right? Grabbed tissue, tried to wipe it up. Didn't know super glue eats away at tissue, so that's a life lesson, guys. And yeah, just obliterated. It stained my guitar permanently. So now there's glue and tissue down the guitar. I mean, the guitar needed a repair in general anyway, because the pickups were terrible. It's a Schecter. It was terrible from the very get-go. And if I knew how warranties worked at the time, because again, you're looking at me being like, you know, I was 17. I didn't know much better. I never used to buy stuff, right? So, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I can't park a lorry. But yeah, I wish I knew better. That's the thing. It's one of those things. No one would have taught me. I would have had to figure out myself. That's a message from my mum. No, that's a bit too. Oh, I don't know. I'm like brain fine. Let me just see what my mum sent me. So yeah, that guitar just needs a repair. I was thinking of doing some stuff on it. Yes. And it's just been one thing after another. I tell you that. I suck ass at doing third person parking like this. I'm better in first person, but it's just too dark for me to do anything. Oh my god. See, I can't control it. Alright, there we go. Now I can go back into third person. First person, sorry. And then just go whack. Oh, it's a bit too crooked. I'm just gonna go straighten her out. Alright, a little bit. There we go. That should do it. Yeah, so bugger off. I've got plenty of time to do this. Hell to the yeah. Ooh. Let's do. Yes, I replied to your message. Oh. I should have knew that before I just started eating a bunch of sweets. Oh. Apply. Yes. Already 8 o'clock. Jesus, time's flown by. Do, 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 do. Excuse me. Yeah, might as well do this job. Press pause. It's probably cheaper just to quick travel to that. Yeah, much easier for me. Oh bugger, I should go to bed actually. See, I gotta repair my bass, repair my guitar, paint my other guitars, because why not? That's just gonna be a boring ass. Yep, I don't care for that stuff, man. Swear, I got an app that's supposed to make it easier for me to like meet with other people, like musicians and whatnot, right? And like actually start up a group. Now the thing is, people around me, there's no people around my age group nearby. Which sucks ass. Like plays music at least, or at least knows the app. There's this other app, but it costs money, and I don't have money. Said by a guy that's talking about wanting to paint his guitars and repair them. Listen, if I was gonna do that, it would have been done ages ago if I had the money for it. I do not have the money. My God, do I want the money for it all? Oh man. Show me the money. Yeah, boy. Take job. So yeah, I was like, what? Yeah, no, I was annoyed at that. And then I'd like manage to get some sort of person that's like, yeah, I want to do music, and then never hear from them again. Or for some reason they're based over in London, saw my profile and hit, they selected it, and I'm like, mate, I am nowhere near that area. You know how much of an inconvenience that would be to practice? So there's my own decline that I had to do. But yeah, the other times, whenever there's been people that were nearby, never really had any sort of like a message. Might maybe go into like following each other on like Instagram so that we could kind of like go, all right, we'll find more people to set up the rest of the group. That's it. And then after that, because you know there's barely anyone around. When you do find someone, no one, you know, man, it's terrible. And half the time, I mean, the other stuff is, it's all when I see the music stuff, it's kind of annoying. Like everyone's got their own style, but they either want to do, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind playing some of it, right? Like if they wanted to do like some sort of scream, why? Why did that activate? Wanted to do some sort of scream music, screw it. I'll play, right? No biggie. It can work out, right? But to me, unless you like that relies. Why? Oh, it's because I'm holding space on my bloody. My jeans made me press space. I got a little keyboard on my controller. Anyway, yeah, because the bloody. They want to do scream. I know, or any sort of like heavy metal. I know for a fact that unless they advertise and make themselves look unique, you ain't getting nowhere with it. 100%. And you need to really push on that type of stuff. And if they ain't gonna push on it, they're not willing to push on it that much. I mean, first and foremost, if they add you and then expect you to do the rest of the stuff, they ain't gonna go anywhere. 100%. For real, for real. Like, I'm down to do whatever, but I got my genre that I want to do. If you want to do like scream or heavy metal, I'm down for it. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I come across a drummer, I'll be like, hey, look, I found someone that's like he plays guitar, he wants to do yada yada. Do you want to join? I like, if I find that their account matches, but I don't know. I'm literally kind of contradicted myself by saying, "Oh, I'm not going to put in the effort." The point is, I would expect them to put in more effort for that type of thing because it's definitely their thing. And don't get me wrong, if it does like, even if it picks up like 100 followers, which literally could just condole off like people's friends, I'd be like fully committed to like advertising, like working the social media too. But if it's something where it's like literally barely anything, I do performances and whatnot. It's kind of complicated. I'd mention stuff that would help support, but I won't manage the stuff unless I know it's actually gonna go somewhere. Then I'll put in the time and effort. Oh, I thought I got caught by a fine. They got to do a different sound for that. Yeah, if I knew what, if it seemed like it could go somewhere, I'd do it easily. But I'm not gonna give up the only free time that I have, because I work a lot, and I know for a fact most of the people I've spoken to do not work as much as I do. Then that's the difference there. But yeah, if they're just gonna be like, I expect to perform and would get famous from doing that, or we'll release songs and get famous from doing that, no, that's not how it works. And yeah, if they're gonna choose generic stuff, this is one of the issues I had when I had a band. Back in 2022, 2023, or end of 2023, well, start of 2023, and throughout the entirety of 2022. One problem was we weren't really making songs, and the reality was I made songs. Well, I made a very completed song that just needed like, drums and vocals, and that was it. And then you had other people one other person that made a song, but it wasn't really the best of the best. I mean, bear in mind, like, I've been trying to do songs since I was like 13 years old, and that's comparing it to someone who's been trying to do songs since they were like 17. So kind of here or there on how that goes. So that comparison kind of goes in, but the annoying bit is like I could kind of do a song and get like a really good idea on how I want the song to go through. They would do a song and not have a lot of element to it, and I'd go in and help with it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I could do this. No, I help. I if I could get involved to do something to make things better, I sure as hell will. But I was the only one that made like the most completed song out of everything. And I would just keep making up new ideas. And the annoying bit, though, that I kept throwing in so many ideas in the chat. It would be like a quick little riff. Be like, yo, do you guys vibe with this? Like, should I continue on making more to it? No one would respond. That was really annoying. And the other things that I mentioned was, we are just generic-ass looking white boys that all wear a black t-shirt and just do basic shows at pubs. What makes us stand out to other bands? And when I was trying to get one point across to one guy, I was like, you look at a lot of people and there's something about them. You have Michael Jackson with his glove, his hat, his dance moves, obviously. You had Prince. Everyone associates that with like the purple glittery suit or something like that. Slipknot, Hollywood Undead, they are the masks. Hollywood Undead got rid of their masks, which is stupid. I think they should have kept the masks, because clearly, I bet you, analytic wise, they fell off massively when they got rid of the masks, which is why they brought them back. I remember that. I think 5 was the time when they're like, yeah, we're not doing masks anymore. Is it 5? I think so. And yeah, they're like, we're not doing masks anymore. That was so dumb. They should have stuck with the masks. And then yeah, they obviously realized, the analytics didn't work out too well. The fans wanted their mask backs, and clearly their numbers were dropping because they were just a generic white boy rap group band that, you know. Oh, I keep activating it. My bad. And now they brought the mask back, which I think is a good idea, marketing wise. Again, I love Hollywood Undead. They're like my favorite band, very inspirational. So this talking smack kind of success, and you know, I'm nobody, so what am I gonna know? But I bet you, like, the analytics did not look very good. I'm pretty good at knowing some stuff. Like, I know for a fact that I could do a little bit more better with my stuff if I had the time to and the care to. But I do care about the thing that I do, but at the same time, it's like, it's that mentality of, I don't want to put in so much effort and have little reward. Because I know that things worked when I did my thumbnails. Like, my thumbnails helped my channel massively, kind of gave it that kick. I know that because I'd also ask people what made you click on the video, and they said, oh, yeah, thumbnail. So I know the thumbnails work, and I just stopped doing it. I just couldn't have time for it. And the shorts too. Shorts are like one of the main things. Making stuff that makes people click on your channel is how you do things. Like these short contents that you see on TikTok and YouTube shorts and whatnot, that is how you get engagement. Not just doing what I'm doing right now. Doing what I'm doing is so unengageable. Like, no one's gonna click on this. I mean, I'm literally talking to myself right now. That's actual proof that no one's gonna click on this. But you know, content's content. What the thing? I like my streams to be a video anyway. So if people do want to click on it, or they want it in the background, or they enjoy listening to my voice for some whatever reason, then they have something to play in the background, something to listen to if they fall asleep. All that type of stuff, even though my viewers are waking up right now. That's my channel. If I looked at my analytics, it would recommend me to actually start streaming at a different time and start doing all these different things. It would stream on the weekend would be better for me. Stream frequently would also be better for me. Like, you look at these channels and how they do things, and one of the main things is pattern. That's what annoyed me when I fell out of pattern on my stream as well, because that partially took an effect to my channel, is coming out of pattern. And I tell this to people, and people were just like, nah, but 100% pattern helps massively. If you upload randomly for the sake of uploading randomly, you are essentially just killing your channel. If you could upload in an organized way, that works. So like Vanos Gaming, he uploaded, at least at the time that I know of, I don't know if he still does it now because I haven't really checked out his channel all that much, but he would upload like every 3 days. Every 3 days would be a new video, and that was his pattern. Markiplier was twice a video in a day. Then it was just one long video, and that was it. And then he fell out of schedule. Is what it is. His channel, his rules, and he's already made his multi-billions, you know. I tried to stick with Friday, but everything was becoming hard for me. So, do the best that I can. But scheduling, thumbnails, and shorts, they are how you work. Being inconsistent not doing a thumbnail. People say thumbnails don't matter. Thumbnails do. 100%. I had the click thing, right? Because I come across stuff and I was getting tired of seeing these thumbnails that were obviously rubbish. Half of it was AI. The other half of it is just heavily photoshopped. It was so terrible. Thanks, Mr. Beast. That it was just, it was just ridiculous. I got so sick and tired of it that I downloaded the app that got rid of thumbnails, so I didn't have to deal with that anymore. And it does work. And it does help if you're someone that just kind of scrolls on YouTube to find a video. It does help stop you from doing that and makes you go, I ain't gonna watch that. But it does not, like, I couldn't enjoy, like, I wanted to click on videos. I wanted to find videos. I go onto YouTube for the purpose of finding videos, and the thumbnails help so much to get you engaged. So trust me, don't listen to these YouTube gurus that are like, thumbnails don't do nothing. There's a reason why YouTube allows you to upload 3 different thumbnails so that you can have the most effective thumbnail working that will get you the clicks. There's a reason why YouTube is pushing on the thumbnail stuff. There's a reason why people still do the whole red border around all their stuff. Like, trust me, thumbnails are still working. Thumbnails are still one of the main things that gets everyone to click onto it. So, yeah, thumbnails, schedule shorts, or TikToks, or reels. Reels. I can't pronounce it. They are what does it for you, alright? 100%. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. Hashtags do help, but apparently there's a limit till they kind of get thrown off. But I don't know, the amount of time I've scrolled into the description, I'd see like hashtags and all sorts of stuff. And honestly, it's scummy as it is, but you'll see it on a lot of channels. If you are a small channel, I guess it's not a really big deal. If you're a big channel, it can kind of make you look a little bit trash. But you'll see it on, like, for example, I saw this on, like, car cleaning channels. They'll put hashtags in their description of other car cleaning channels. They wouldn't mention them. They wouldn't ever mention them. In fact, some of them had beef with each other. And yet you see in the description, they'll use each other's names to promote each other. So when you search for, ABC, ZXY would show up. Like, that's how it works. So, hashtag your stuff correctly, all that type of stuff. They're the actual truthful ways. And yeah, you don't, in fact, if you have rubbish gear, play into it more. If you have high-end gear, then you have high-end gear, but there's no need to buy high-end gear. Like, if you were looking at back when it was, like, 2016 and whatnot, high-end gear was, like, that's another thing. People would say, you don't need high-end gear to get famous, and technically you don't need high-end gear to get famous. 100% that is correct, but also wrong. Which is funny when I say 100%. It's correct in the sense that, no, you can still get famous with terrible gear, so... Yeah, that like terrible gear can get you famous. But back then, if you had high-end gear, people would have clicked and watched your stuff more. If I went onto a video back when I was like, 16 and whatnot, I went into a video and their gear was like distorted microphone, terrible footage recording. As long as your main footage is actually in good quality, then you're alright. But like their camera would be terrible and whatnot. It was not worth it clicking on the video. Now, thanks to memes and like deliberate rubbish quality jokes, you could have like the most distorted microphone. I kind of distort mine a little bit because I wanted to boost it, and then I got bored of. I need visual aid when it comes to like audio stuff. So having such a analog style audio thing, I can't deal with. I don't need to fill up. And that's why it's kind of okay, but not great. So what was I said? Yeah. Nowadays, you could literally have, as long as you play into your trashy gear, then you're good. If you think that you have top tier stuff when you don't have top tier stuff, again, unless you play into it, that obviously takes an effect to all. Some life tips there. So I know my stuff, man. I know. But who knows? Like, I know for a fact if I kept doing those song reading lyrics thing, which I plan to, but if I did them more consistently and quite in some way aggressively with it, you know, all over social media and this, that, the other, that could probably do pretty well. But because I'm kind of just careless on my stuff, like, to me, it's like, I'm just going to throw it out there. It's obviously not going to do the best. That's why with my 3D print channel, I kind of take my time with it. I actually work on the thumbnails for it, because I want that to be quality. Because I want it to be good. There are some stuff where if I'm going to throw in a joke, I'll throw in a joke. So, there's stupidity in my stuff, but, you know, it's all part of the fun. So yeah, anyway, let's go back to music, because that's where that original tangent went from. Jesus, that went on forever with that tangent. Let me just also check little Jessica's message. Hi. Nice. Streaming. There we go. What was I gonna say? And then yeah, I was gonna make a video about this other thing, but with my 3D print stuff, but yeah, there's so much conditions that ruined it. And then I ended up accidentally breaking the iron. I noticed that the engagement started to drop. I tried to push out what I was doing, keep people updated on it all. Obviously, people don't really... That comment system is okay if you have people that are that loyal. I don't have people that are that loyal. I'll use it, but, like, I don't have anyone that cares all that much for it. There'll probably be one or two people that'll see it. One person that'll be a fan of my stuff. Other than that, one other person that's a stranger, and then that's it. Everyone else will just scroll by and whatnot, because it's not a pushed thing. It's a system that they added, which doesn't work too well. It's just for engagement, and that's its only value. It won't bring people to your channel. That comment section. And so I try to keep posted on that, just so that people won't get bored of my channel. And yeah, things just kept going so wrong and kept causing delays, and I was like, yeah, I've lost motivation for that Iron Man mask. I didn't even want to tell people I was doing an Iron Man mask, but I got so scared that my engagement was dropping that I posted that I'm doing an Iron Man mask. I wanted to do it as a little surprise. Same for my toolbox thing. Always wanted to do them as a surprise. I always like to try and keep my projects hidden if I could. But I felt like I needed to reach to the engagement, and yet I'm engaging on a system that doesn't actually promote much, and as a nobody. So that is kind of like heartbreaking, because you're trying your best to keep the audience that you have on a thing that is there but doesn't do anything. It's like shouting down a microphone, but the batteries aren't in it. So, kind of sucks ass, but is what it is. Come on. Yo, I hate when people do that. I'm gonna take over the road like what other people like to do. Yeah, back to music. You need to stand out. Everyone wears a black t-shirt. Everyone does rock. Stand out. And that's also the other thing. So yeah, if I was to join in a metal band, what can we do to stand ourselves out? And the thing is, I don't look metal-headed or anything like that. I don't think I look metal-headed. I might look like a wannabe emo boy, but I'm not. I might look like an F boy, but I'm not. Like, uh, so what the push is to do. This is another thing that I did as well with my group. I deliberately bought some LED shoes so that I could create. Oh, wrong button. So that I could make this guy in the band step up his stage of things. So I was like, I'm gonna buy some LED shoes and I'll get these LED glasses for a little thing. Unfortunately, my glasses didn't work out when I played my bass because it just interfered with my bass, so I had to take it off. But my shoes, they worked for it, and it actually worked. He bought the glasses, so it did work to get him to do something that was kind of interesting, eye-grabbing for the group. And that's the main thing. That's what I don't want to do. I don't want to, unless it's something I'm truly passionate about of a genre and whatnot. I'll be heavily engaged into it all. But if it's something that I'm not too overly fond of, I'll work with it. You know, no point throwing away any opportunity. Don't throw away opportunities. Well, unless I actually see that the team's going to put in some engagement and it's starting to take a little, like just the most smidgen of, this could be a little popular group in our local area. I'd take that. I'd put an effort for that. You know? But yeah, that's me, I guess. And then the other thing I hate, like groups that use, yes, I get old school metal music is, old school metal bands are a huge fandom for everyone. If you like Metallica and this or the other, fair enough, right? But what I don't want is someone that's so obsessed with old school metal that they want to be like old school metal. I was in a group back in college that did that. It's not worth it. It's no one's interested in it. No one gets it. If you try to write like them, it just isn't going to work out too well. It's not popular. All right? Old school metal is old school metal and it stays that way. It does not, it isn't going to come back anytime soon. It'll come back when an artist is dying or dead, like poor Ozzy Osbourne, and all his stuff started to come out popular, and you get people that will then get big because they redid Ozzy Osbourne's music. Black Sabbath, is it? I don't know. See, it shows you how out of touch I am for it. But stuff like, straight up, I think, what were we called? We had Pint. But I think was it under, I can't remember if it was under the name Pint or it wasn't Badger's Headstone. We originally called ourselves Badger's Headstone. Headstone. It wasn't that, I don't think. I think it was under Pint. And we called ourselves Pint because this guy, he's got the loudest opinion. Well, at the time, he wasn't the loudest opinion in this group. Oh, yeah, I'm on the wrong line. At the time, he wasn't the loudest opinion in this group. But he did have a loud voice. And again, like I didn't care for old school metal music, so I wasn't really into the fandom of it. This other dude was heavily in the voice of it. And was heavily involved in the old school music stuff. I was a huge fan of Metallica, Iron Maiden, that other band that's like really, really fast music and whatnot. basically is just Metallica on drugs. I just weren't. I weren't into it. Never was into it. Even the song that we made, like it vibed at times, but it also didn't. And it's quite funny because I'll be told, Callum, come up with the bass and guitar parts for it. I'm streaming. What? Actually, I don't know. Hello? You know I'm streaming, right? I know, I know. Nah, that's alright. No worries. I'll be finishing up soon anyway. Euro Truck Sim, but I'm on my stream account. No, I'm on my stream account. It's solo play. Yeah. Yo, I too will be getting that, man. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah, will do. Alright. Huh? Will do. Love you, bye. Bye. You know Jessica, guys. Anyway, yeah, as my insane ramblings go, we did, I'm pretty sure it's Pint. The song's Burn in Peace. Oh, I could actually get done with us, because it does have a copyright on it with Infinity Records. But that is funny. Anyway, yeah, it's got to be Pint because I wasn't C4 back then. People thought I was into like old school metal and this, that, the other. So it ruined my reputation a little bit at the start of college for it, which sucked. And then, oh bugger, I needed fuel. Damn. We got the next stop. It's alright. Yeah, that kind of ruined my reputation a little bit. And I wasn't too into it. I also got told to play differently and this, that, the other. I had to learn how to do something in such a short notice. Things got changed and I was like, dude, I can't yet. I'm relearning guitar. I can't just suddenly change my play style to something that I've never done before while we're recording the song. That was frustrating. But it is what it is. I thought that was a pound symbol, not an E. That was kind of messy. And then we did this other group, C4. There's a song that I rap on, and literally the second verse was a one take. I had an exam that I had to go to. And I wrote those lyrics in like, because they were like, Callum, finish off the lyrics. We need the lyrics for it. And I was like, what? I can't think of anything. Oh, just finish off. Just do anything. So I just kind of wrote down whatever was on my head at the time, and I was like, screw it, that'll do. Went into the recording studio, did a one take, left. And that was it. They just had to tolerate whatever rubbish I threw there because they didn't want to record anymore. And yeah. But one of the annoying things is, yeah, I got told, Callum, write the guitar and bass for these songs. And I'm like, okay. It sucks that I've got to do both of them, but alright, sure. And then I'll make it, then I'll come back the next day and I'll be like, I'll get told, oh, yeah, I changed everything you've done, and now I've done this. Now write the bass for it, because that's what the rhythm guitar is going to do, so you need to write the bass for it. I'm like, what? Why did you change it? Why didn't you consult me? You literally have me on every messaging platform. Just, why didn't you talk to me about things? I don't know, man. Yeah, I could tell that wasn't going to do anything. No one was into it. We performed. People thought we were weird. Funny enough, people kept turning up my microphone way too loud, and then when I got onto the microphone, I am a very loud person. And when I'm just suddenly shouting the word burn down the microphone, it's going, right? That's just blowing out people's eardrums. Did I miss another fuel station like an idiot? I did, but that wasn't on my route. But I got another one that I'm coming up to, so hopefully I'll get there. Fell up, sleep, gamer. So that was really, really annoying when it came to that stuff. Oh my god. 31? Drop down. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. 2, 1. There we go. Yeah, I was like, mate, this is not gonna go the way that you want it to go. I knew that one wasn't gonna do too well. Because when we did what was originally Violet White, that turned into Decaf Mechanics. That did pretty well, and we were doing some things I said did the bit, you know. Again, I wrote a song that is currently being stolen. Although I got a copyright, I posted it on the internet, so I got a copyright on it. Ain't no one stealing my work. I own the song now, boy. What the hell is that? So yeah, I mean, my song, I wrote everything. The only thing I didn't do is the verses. Yeah, that doesn't have the verses in it. So, yeah, boy. I do what I want, boy. My music. No, actually, what annoyed me with it, there we go, is I was like, hey, can we talk about the song? I'm not a fan of the verses, this, that, the other, I'd like to work on it. And then he got upset because I told him that I wasn't a fan of the verses, and he was like, but I really like the lyrics that I did. I wasn't, because it talks about the way and how it goes. To me, it's very sexually assaulted based stuff, and it doesn't do it in the right tone. I get what he was trying to do, but it could have been improved. And his unfortunately, it is the case, arrogancy to it. You know, again, like, you know, chill guy and whatnot, and you know, I'd still, like, if he still wants to do the song properly with me, I'd want to redo the lyrics, because they are, like, they do need work. And I'm happy to carry on, you know. I've never thrown that thing under the bus, you know what I mean? Speaking of buses, oh my god, this is such a terrible fuel station, what the hell? And yet, if he chooses to just be in its own way, screw it, let's just fill it all the way up. That's on him. But I feel like the lyrics would just ruin the song 100%, and that they could be improved and made better. And that's the bit that also sucked. It's like, room for improvement was not consulted. And that happens. You could be so solid set onto something for like years, but if that change of, no, this needs to be worked on, or not even talked about why or anything like that, and didn't really discuss much into it all. It was just I want to do these these lyrics. No budge, no if, no what could we do to improve? Because I said, look, there's some lyrics that I'm not a fan of. Could it be worked on? And he said no. And I was like, well, I don't really want to push forward with it, with these lyrics, on a song that I primarily wrote. Oh well, another tangent is what it is. But I have the copyright. It's already uploaded. As soon as you upload it, the copyright's done there. I forgot what you call it, but yeah, boy. So yeah, if you ever have an idea, guys, and you don't want anyone to steal it, and you're paranoid like me, because I know for a fact it's been stolen, or he's trying to steal it, because I've heard it on Instagram that he's done with another group. So I know that he's not consulted me with at all. Hell yeah, I'm going to upload it on my own little channel, so that it's protected under my rights. So, yeah. Because the other thing is, I bet your ass it'll be uploaded, and it wouldn't even have any sort of links to me. No, like, oh yeah, this this was written by yada yada, it would be just by the group and that's it. Like, you know, I could have said, look, you could have the song, but I'm doing my own version. You do your version. We could, you know, do whatever. But you know, I want writers' rights on it. No, not even a consultation on it. And I wrote everything, man. That sucks ass. That actually kind of hurts. Genuinely. That hurts so much. That's just backstabbery. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you're so good at doing stuff. That's what happens when you actually come up with like a sick ass idea that people love. Is that people steal it. That sucks ass. Maybe I'll start adding it as a little outro to things. I don't know. Yeah. Depressing. You gotta protect your ass. Unfortunately, in the life of the world, like, it doesn't matter if they're friends, family, and how long you've known them for, people will always screw you over. You can't trust anyone. And it sucks. It sucks. I hate that mentality. But I mean, I've always been so paranoid on that type of stuff. I just hate it. It sucks. It sucks to also see like something so cool and good ruined and caused a drift. But it is what it is. Am I right, guys? Yeah. And music's such a like passion-based project. Doing stuff like that is so scummy. Like, and you won't even be able to that's the funny thing as well, because I have all the save files from the original back, because originally the riff was done on bass and then it got moved to guitar. It was supposed to be a rap song as well. That was the original purpose for it. I have the original saved file back, what, like 2018 when I originally made it. And they only knew about it back in like what, 2021, 2020? That shows you. I do things for so long. I come up with ideas and I just sit on them for like ages. It's terrible. It's because I get bored. Maybe I need medication for ADHD. But yeah, oh well, I like doing music, and I really want to start uploading music. But we'll see how things go and how it all goes with it all. But yeah, if you in life, music stuff, you need to stand out. One of the most annoying things I find when it comes to these music channels, and people start to take the mick, and that's the new thing. It's like the original group that took the mick out of them probably did well, but everyone started to be ironic on it all and started to take the mick out of themselves / other people. But it's the whole what's it called? Whoever, like, if you saw this, you basically made it in my small thingy, and you basically found a band that's about to blow up. Keep this as your backstage pass for when we blow up, guys. That's so cringe. I see so many people that do that type of stuff, and I think it's terrible. That's just how the managers and algorithm wants you to do it. Now, actually, this is funny. I bet your ass I ain't doing what my managers told me to do this, but I don't want to do that because this isn't how I want to do my content. That is probably suggested by a manager. 100... Nah, let's say 75% sure that a manager said, hey, here's an idea. They probably responded saying, I don't want to do that because that's not my type of style. And then the manager responded saying, this is brilliant. Maybe you should upload something like this. This is a brilliant idea that you should do. Like, yeah, screw it to the man. Screw it to the man, guys. Everyone loves a redemption story. How to ruin my ever music career without even having a music career. And don't get me wrong, well, I mean, I have some form of dignity as he uploads songs, as he uploads a video of him reading song lyrics. I have some sort of dignity, and I'm not gonna lie like that. At least out of my own hand. If someone else did it on my behalf, it'd be kind of annoying. I'd find it cringe, but what's done is done. What's uploaded is permanently there. I could remove it as fast as I want. It is going to be there. It's probably like, if you're famous, it's going to be there. Someone's gonna post it on like some sort of Reddit or other channel page thing. It is what it is. You know, I bet your ass if I was to do stuff like that, and I was to ever blow up, someone would use this moment right here to clip that, to relate it to this video, and yada yada yada, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, such a hypocrite. Oh my god, I'm so insane, I'm so crazy, what's going on, guys? My brain don't work no more. I've been talking to myself for ages, it ain't working no more. Oh my god. Maybe I have some sort of like dumbass disorder. My two brain things are like barely touching. Barely touching. I am borderline brain dead. And it is what it is. Why are we driving 50 miles per hour? What the hell? Crash into that bridge. Show them what's up. Make a message. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Oh, look how beautiful that is, huh? This horn does not sound right. Yeah. Making self stand out is another good thing. Yeah. My priority so far, get this 3D print video done, upload that 3D print video, and then I could just kind of relax for a little while, work on shorts content for this stuff. Another thing too is I gotta work on my cars. Just as a general repair, they need paint work. I might have mentioned this before. They need paint work. So I gotta do that, which sucks ass. But it is what it is. It's part of the life, guys. Yeah. Nearly done with this. Then that'll be it for the stream. 2 tries. Let's go. Green light. Let's go. If I had interaction with people, this would be like a good way for me to just kind of chill and chat with fans and what. Oh, I'm speeding. I don't want to get a fine. Else I'll cry. Yeah, screw it. We'll do 29 miles per hour. Yeah. I wish I could push more on music. I said I love performing. It actually makes me so happy to perform. I was full of anxiety and fear, but I enjoyed it. Like, it was always exciting. And you could see that I'd have like, maybe I'll upload it one day. There's a video of me after we performed. I wouldn't say it's an energy crash, but I was dispersing all the so much energy that I picked up from it. There's a video of me just while everyone's, because I'm a bass player, I don't need to do nothing, right? I was a bass player for this group. I don't really, well, I'd offer to pack up stuff, But no one, I don't know. I was just there when it came to packing up stuff. So I decided, I just messed about and danced around and whatnot until, you know, that was it. So there's a video of me dancing all over the place. God damn it. Dancing everywhere and this, that, the other. It was, yeah. You'd probably think I was like on something, but nope. I am just special. Yeah, so maybe I'll upload that one day. Who knows? Just so it's out there. So people could absolutely see the insanity that goes through my brain. But I love doing stuff like that. It was fun to always just kind of hang around and whatnot. The bit that annoyed me though, this was like on pretty much our last performance. Was it our last? I think so. I think it was our last performance, or was our second to last performance. This annoyed me so much. So I plugged my bass in because it wasn't as loud as the guitar, and this, that, the other. I plugged my bass amp into the mixer board to kind of give it that extra kick and make it louder. And I had everything. Well, you know, I placed my stuff and whatnot, and everyone was doing their thing. And I was like, "Yo, I gotta plug into the thing, and whatnot." And no one was like, and I was trying to speak to people. I spoke to everyone. I had people look at me and go, "Yeah, we'll sort that out in a second." Bear in mind, this is just a couple of mates that are doing music stuff, not like a set of everything. And you know, it's the same thing. I'm like, I need to plug my. I said it a few times to people. Then they were doing sound checks and whatnot, and they're like, "Yeah, this is all good." And I was like, my bass is not plugged into the mixer board. Like my cable doesn't reach. Why did we? So I'd always play on like the left, or when you're looking at it, the right. I'd always play on that side all the time, especially at this place. I would always play on that side, but for some reason they decided to put me on the other side, which didn't. None of my stuff basically reached to work around that side. So I was like, how? I'm there with my cable, like I can't plug in, and I'm not plugged in, and this, that, the other. They did the sound checks. They're like, yeah, it sounds all good, and this, that, the other. I was like, I'm not plugged in, and they all got arsey at me for not getting my stuff plugged in. I was like, no, don't do this to me when I've been asking everyone to get plugged in and whatnot, and that my stuff needs sorting out, and this, that, the other. Don't start flipping out at me. And then they was like, oh, calm down, calm this, that, the other. I'm like, nah. Maybe it was good that it kind of split apart. Things were already kind of falling apart anyway. No micro arguments going on. And no one was agreeing to. I say no one. A couple of people weren't agreeing to things. I kind of just limboed everything. I vibed. I just wanted to play with my friends. That's mostly it. Although I had home pressure going on. My mum was like, I can sort you out with a pub over here, pub over there. Got to do this, that, the other, and yada, 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 yada. I'm like, alright, I get that, but I want to write music. Like, sometimes we could keep playing the same, you know, songs that we had, or we could start actually writing music and making music. Sometimes you just got to take a little bit of time off from performing and actually do music. Because I was performing nearly every month. Nearly. So it's kind of annoying to do all that. And at the same time, like, I've gone to a pub as well. This is another thing. I was supposed to go to one pub with this one guy to go and discuss things, but he wasn't free. So I was like, all right, never mind, even though we discussed plans. And I hate that. When I plan something with people, I expect them to be as respectful of the plans as I am and work with me on it. And if you need to change it, let me know sooner than later. Not on the day. Hello, welcome to the stream. Not on the day. But anyway, I decided to go into one pub and ask about things and this, that, the other, especially while I was over this one area that I don't often visit. And then they're asking about money and this, that, the other. I'm like, all right, I'll ask the group because no one's ever asked me how much the general charge was. I just get given money that, you know, if it paid for fuel, it paid for fuel. I kind of just, if I performed for free, I performed for free. I mean, that was it. I just wanted to vibe. As long as I got money for fuel, that's all that mattered for me. At the time. Different story now. I cost money now. Yeah, so I didn't know how much they were willing to go for their lowest, and then how much I should kind of ask as a high price, you know, because sometimes it's pretty chilling, just kind of ranting. Yeah, sometimes you got to negotiate with your prices. So I didn't know their high price, and I didn't know what they're willing to go down to. So I messaged the group about it. No one responded. And I was talking to this person for like nearly an hour, and no one responded about price-related stuff. So I was like, well, you know, I don't think I even had a business card or anything like that. I think I took his pub card or something. I don't know. Or his number. And no one. This is the thing that I also hate with the group. It's like, I put in effort. I didn't really get effort back when I needed it, but oh well. Yeah, it's kind of depressing. I'm kind of ranting, and you know, explaining my frustration of my good old times. You know what? This might be one of those. Better to just reverse throughout the entire lot and then turn in. Uh-oh. I've overturned that one. Alright. Now we'll straighten her up. No, that's not straighten her up. Stop ranting. No. This is one of those games that you can kind of just rant to. Because I'm an insane person, I'm crazy, you go stupid. If you couldn't tell, I'm literally going insane right now. I've been rambling to myself for ages. There's not a lot that goes on in this game. It creates me to make me go crazy. That's definitely good English right there, guys. Take me, an English person, to give you English lessons. Trust me. Trust me. Too far for skipping. I ain't gonna skip, mate. I ain't skipping. I ain't skipping. Look, trust me, I work in the lorry business. Should have played The Last of Us. Oh, I could have. I could have. How much does it cost right now? Oh, look, Jack's on. Unfortunately, Jack. I gotta go get food. What time is it now? Is it 9 o'clock already? Jeez! Time is flying by. I think we're a little bit too close to that, aren't we? I think we're about to bump into that. No, I've got 6 hours to perfect this, so we're good. Alright. I want to kind of drag it out a little bit. I forgot what you call this. This is like blindside parking. The trailer. Which is not a fan favorite. Probably why they have the zoom in feature so you could do this. No, wrong way. I need to time it like that. Can't see. I'm not near it, bugger. Alright. Warning! Vehicle going backwards. I think that's what it says, isn't it? Warning! Vehicle going backwards. Warning! Vehicle going backwards. Again, I did the same thing. Alright, let's straighten it up. Warning! Vehicle going backwards. Is it reversing? Warning! Vehicle is reversing. I swear it's not that. Am I tripping? I gotta Google this now. I swear it's going backwards. Hello, it's me. Uh, Here. That won't be both. Oh, maybe it's warning. Vehicle is reversing. It might be that. I should know. I'm the guy that bloody installs half of them. I think it's warning. Vehicle is reversing. Warning. Vehicle is reversing. Warning. Vehicle is reversing. Yeah, yeah. Warning. Did you figure it out just as when I figured it out? Warning. Vehicle is reversing. Warning. Vehicle turning left. There no is. Is it? Warning. Vehicle reversing. What? Oh, maybe it's warning. This vehicle is reversing. Alright, that's that one. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that one. Just bugger off. What's this video? What? Man, I wish I could find the exact one that... Oh, alright. Warning, this vehicle is reversing. Yeah, I don't know. Because I know, warning, this vehicle's turning left is what is the one that we do that goes left. Warning, vehicle's reversing. Nah, that seems way too short. I swear our one is so annoyingly long. It's like, warning, this vehicle's turning left. Warning, this vehicle's turning left. Maybe it's, yeah, I think it's like, this vehicle is reversing. There we go, baby. Money. I love 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 money. Money. Anyway, that does it for the stream. My voice, it's going, guys. I've been speaking non-stop for what? 2 hours? Non-stop speaking? Man, my brain ain't no working no more. Yeah, might as well save over that. Ain't we, baby? Override. Yeah, baby. Save. Yeah, baby. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Tell your family that Kaz is back, and he is the one and only. I can't... Okay, that fixed that. Tell him Kaz is back. He is the one and only. He will murder everyone you know. He is God. I'm not gonna murder anyone, alright? That's all for you. No. That was a joke. In-game, guys. In-game. In-game. Please like and subscribe, guys. How is Euro Truck using so much memory? What the hell? I have like 32 gigabytes and it's using 48%. Cooked. Bye. 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 Yeah, that's right. Keep saying bye. Keep saying bye. 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 Like and subscribe.